The adjustment in terms of prayer, the adjustment in terms of fasting, the adjustment in terms of sacrificial giving. Do you know what? I found out that sacrificial giving is a big thing in the kingdom of God. Make yourself a sacrificial giver. After 10 years, compare notes with casual resistance. Sacrificial. 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 The ability to lay it down. The power. Takes a lot of strength to do that. Sacrificial. Sacrificial. And when people see that you are such a person, they will cash in on it. Those people that are laboring to receive from you have signed that they will never be great. You know, they think they are white. He has an open heart. So I just plug in, then you cash out. You plug, you cash out, you cash out. In 10 years' time, give them if you have. Give them. Those ones will never give. You see, it's not the man that has that gives, it's the giver that gives. It's a giver that gives. If a man has not yet given for 10 years, he doesn't know the power of giving. If you have not prayed for 10 years consistently, you don't know the power of prayer. If you have not prayed, fasted for 10 years consistently, you don't know the power of fasting. You are just moving around the sidelines. You are a statistic that will be, it's okay, you are number 4, you are 5. You are a statistic. The revelation of Jesus that you have is going to shape your life. It will affect your outlook to life. Took me years to adjust in the area of the mistakes I saw. That was why I stayed in that wilderness. I saw big cities like this. Saw big cities like Lagos. I remained in that wilderness. I remember the other day, we were praying in our own territory that God should install a political leader that will align with righteousness. Okay? So, we were praying. We were praying. And it was obvious that our prayers had a massive impact. Because the hearts of the people had turned away from the agent of darkness. And then this agent of darkness, when he checked the statistics, checked the fact that he's not likely to win, he turned to spiritual means. Sacrifice a newborn child. 24 hours before the election, a newborn child was sacrificed. The whole election stormed. There was confusion everywhere. At the end of the confusion, at the end of the thing, a man that was not ordained by God was crowned. The agent of darkness know what to do when there's a tightrope to overturn things. How much skill have you developed? Now, what can your prayer do? If you say, if they bring you on the scene in a certain situation, what can your prayer do? You know what is lacking? It's light. Light. When are we going to display the fact that witches and warlocks are down in the ladder? There's an evidence that should show that we are superior. And our superiority is not yet on display because we have not upgraded. Please help me preach to your neighbor. If the servant of darkness is not yielded to Satan, you are not preaching. I say preach to your neighbor. If the servant of darkness is more yielded to Satan than you are yielded to God, then darkness will overcome light. Under such circumstances, darkness. Can you check out your nations? Is it reflective of your God? The paradox of our nations is suggestive of the fact that our light is not bright enough.